Avi Meyers, Northtown Neighborhood News Magazine, a presentation of Sonny Hirsch and myself. On the web, ntnm.org. All of our shows are on YouTube. You'll find links through that website. Last 9 or 10 years, hundreds of thousands have watched. Please check us out. CommunityPolicingCaps24.org, real big on that. Jewish Chicago, if you're seeing this on TV, there are a scant, very few days to get involved if you like. We will be on the street for the start of early voting. We'll be on the web prior. So, I've got to get things to the printer beforehand. We hope you will participate. It is judicial season, which is actually my favorite season. And I always prefer to have judicial candidates compared to regular politicians. I don't need Q-tips for judicial candidates. When it comes to regular politicians, I go through boxes and boxes and boxes. It's not even funny. Plus, judges are generally a more civil sort, and it's a nicer community. And actually, it's kind of fun, to have the shows and all these different people running for judge coming in and out. And it is a pleasure to introduce you to a candidate for Circuit Court Judge of Cook County, Susana Ortiz. How are you?
Hi, great. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming. Why don't you tell us something about your background?
I am running countywide in the Palmer vacancy, and I have been practicing law for 15 years, mostly in the high-level criminal arena. I was a certified capital litigation trial bar attorney. I tried death penalty cases when Illinois had the death penalty.
Wow.
I also worked on the wrongful conviction case out of Edgar County, Illinois, where our client was wrongfully incarcerated for over 21 years. It took us 8 years to get him out, finally.
Wow.
And so I'm very proud of that accomplishment. I've practiced before the appellate courts in Illinois, and on most days I crisscross the entire county going from courthouse to courthouse to courthouse. So I'm very familiar with the judges and the procedures and most of the players in the Cook County court system. I've tried a number of jury trials, mostly serious jury trials involving complicated legal issues. I have had the pleasure of doing all of that as a staff attorney at Chicago Kent College of Law for the past 15 years.
Very cool. You're originally from Chicago?
I am. I'm from the Little Village neighborhood and grew up literally in the shadow of the Cook County 26th and California courthouse.
Wow. And your grandmother worked there?
My grandmother, after my grandfather died, in order to make ends meet, in her 60s, she took a job as a maintenance person there.
Wow.
And so I would be brought to the building sometimes with her if there were a party or something going on.
Interesting. I actually was a reporter there in the 70s. For a very short time, I was the token white guy in the Daily Defender.
Okay.
Those were interesting times. What about your school background?
I went to Whitney Young High School in Chicago. I graduated from Governor State University, which is in the far southern suburbs, with a degree in public administration and a minor in urban planning. And I received my Juris Doctor from Chicago Kent College of Law.
Very cool, and that would explain, too, why you're connected with that particular project.
Correct.
Which sounds very noteworthy, because innocent people staying in jail for 21 years and 8 years to get them out. I know that I'm not going to get into this topic here so much, but especially with this Netflix thing, Making of a Murderer, it's a very hot topic running around. I'll ask you about that afterwards, though. I just finished watching it.
Okay.
Okay, so why did you decide you wanted to run for judge?
I think that I'm at a point in my career where I'm well-rounded enough and have enough experience. I've seen the good judges and what that example looks like. I've seen the not-so-good judges and what that example looks like. I believe that I have the legal knowledge and skills necessary to preside over serious matters. I'm also at a point in my life, both of my children are young adults, grown and out of the house, and have careers of their own. So it just is the perfect timing for me.
Very good. And, people don't realize, but there are very strict laws about what a judge can say and not say when they're running for office. And you're very limited in what you can do. So how do you go about letting people know you're running and let them know that you're a good person to vote for?
Well, obviously, my record, the types of trials I've handled, the reputation that I enjoy in the legal community, I've been a lecturer. I was the chair and vice chair of the CBA Criminal Law Committee. I was a founding member of the Women's Criminal Defense Bar Association. And so I think all of those accomplishments help me explain who I am. Obviously, I can't comment on specific issues that may appear before me, but the one thing that I can say is that I will treat all people who appear before me with dignity and respect, and everyone, no matter what their zip code or last name, should have equal and fair access to the justice system, and that is what I stand for.
Very good. That's very noble, no question about it. So, do you make a lot of campaign appearances?
I do. I mean, it's my first time running, hopefully my only time, obviously. And yes, I do. So I have been crisscrossing the county in my car to different types of events. Normally, I try to do one per evening. I'm still working full-time while campaigning.
Yeah, no, most people generally do. It's an important thing to do. And this would be quite a schlep from you from the far south side.
Yes, southwest suburbs. So, but it's fine. It all works out.
No, that's definitely good. And I assume you have a website?
I do. It's SusanaOrtizForJudge.com.
SusanaOrtizForJudge.com, and you can see the spelling of Susana on the screen below you. I also want to make sure I thank both Frank Calabrese. Is that how to pronounce it? Or?
Yes.
And Tom Stapka for bringing you to my attention.
They did, yes. They let me know about you.
So, and they let me know about you.
Great.
No, both very good people to deal with, and it's much appreciated. So, I guess you've got as we film, you've got about 7 weeks to go approximately.
Yes.
And, I hope you get as many appearances in, and I'm sure if people would like you to speak at their function, you are available for them.
Absolutely. I would love to connect with and speak with as many voters as possible to get my information to them.
Susana Ortiz, candidate for Judge of the Circuit Court of Cook County. Good luck in the election.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.